Let us give 10.11. Together. I am present, God, Master, I am present, clear the way, let thy light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Shower the vintage, massive blaze with lightning, blaze thy substance into this life from this end, that perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. I am present, thou Master, I am present, clear the way, let thy light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Shower the victory's massive blaze with lightning, blaze thy substance into this life from this end, that perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. I am present, thou art Master, I am present, clear the way, let thy light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Shower the victory's massive blaze with lightning, blaze thy substance into this life from this end, that perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. I am present, thou art Master, I am present, clear the way, let thy light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Shower the victory's massive blaze with lightning, blaze thy substance into this life from this end, that perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. I. Please be seated. Turn to 30.02. This morning's discourse will be on centering. Please close your eyes and go into your heart. Look at your heart with your eyes closed. Look at the chakra on the etheric plane and see first the white light. It is a torch of fire blazing. See it about 3 inches high in the center of your chest. Now feel yourself following the lines of your body from the extremities to the heart. Feel yourself pulling with your eyes, with your consciousness, the energies from your feet. Pull up the feet, the ankles, the heels, up the calves, up the knees. Feel yourself pulling energy as though you are stretching your muscles, but your muscles are not moving. These are the muscles of your mind dictating to your body where energy is in a given moment. This energy is moving, pulling to the heart, all flowing to the heart. Feel the energy flowing from the tips of your fingers, up your arms, your elbows, up to your shoulders, to your heart. Feel your energies flowing from your head and your mind, all centering into the heart so that the heart is the center of consciousness, of self-awareness. As you are absorbed in this great fire, remember the great central sun and know that God Himself is centered in this fire. This is your source in this plane of mater. You must be centered in this place to begin your invocations. Now, from this point of being where I am, raise your eyes and behold your I am presence. See the white sphere of light above you, a dazzling reality, and keep in mind that you are the focal point in manifestation in the heart of this great presence. Now give this presence the size of a sphere about 9 feet in diameter above you, connected by the crystal cord, so that all you are aware of in this moment as identity are 2 spheres. The lesser sphere in the heart, the greater sphere above, connected by the crystal cord. This is all you are aware of as self.
now entering the heart. Let us give the introit to the Christ flame, for the mediator to manifest at midpoint between the I am presence and the flame with the heart. Together. In the name of the beloved, mighty, victorious presence of God, I am in me, my very own beloved, holy Christ self, and through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested within the threefold flame of love, wisdom, and power burning within my heart, I decree, Holy Christ self above me, thou balance of my soul, let thy blessed radiance descend and make me whole. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy Christ, flame within me, come expand thy triune light, flood my being with the essence of the pink, blue, gold, and white. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy lifeline to my presence, friend and brother ever dear, let me keep thy holy vigil, be thyself in action here. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy Christ self above me, thou balance of my soul, let thy blessed radiance descend and make me whole. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy Christ, flame within me, come expand thy triune light, flood my being with the essence of the pink, blue, gold, and white. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy lifeline to my presence, friend and brother ever dear, let me keep thy holy vigil, be thyself in action here. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Draw your attention to your heart, do not let it stray. Feel yourself pulling with the light of the Christ flame, pulling on the Christ consciousness, drawing it into mater, drawing it into your four lower bodies. Steel your mind, see only the white fire and speak directly to the Christ. Address the Christ. Center in the Christ and do not allow your mind to wander from this white fire core. Let us raise the vibration and the tone of our invocation. Give it more volume, a greater steadiness. Formulate your words with your mouth carefully and feel the commanding presence speaking the word unto the word. Together. Holy Christ, self above me, thou balance of my soul, let thy blessed radiance descend and make me whole. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy Christ, flame within me, come expand thy triune light, flood my being with the essence of the pink, blue, gold, and white. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy lifeline to my presence, friend and brother ever dear, let me keep thy holy vigil, be thyself in action here. Thy flame within me ever blazes, thy peace about me ever raises, thy love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light enfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. And in full faith I consciously accept this manifest, manifest, manifest. And in full faith I consciously accept this manifest, manifest, manifest. And in full faith I consciously accept this manifest, manifest, manifest. Right here and now, with full power, eternally sustained, all power of the active, ever expanding in world and calling with all our holy ascended in the light and free. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Please turn to 0.01, the tube of light. Seal your concentration in your heart. This is a new kind of concentration. It is letting go of the concentration of the mind. The mind is in neutral, but all energy of consciousness that is beyond the mind, the soul, the body, are flowing into the heart. It is experiencing a new awareness with a new faculty, and you need to bring yourself back to that awareness and keep on drawing energies back to the center of the heart. Now in the center of the heart, centered in the Christ flame. See the yellow fire in the center, the pink to your right, the blue to your left. See it as the trinity of a mighty triangle of fire. Very steadily burning inside this giant torch of white light. Now let the Christ as the Word and the Logos in your heart invoke the tube of light around this force field of fire. The tube of light you will see as a cylinder through the aura, around the aura, encasing that white fire core, the protection of the flame, the protection of the soul, consciousness, and the vehicles in the four lower bodies. Please stand. We are going to give this very slowly because each word is a point of flow from your heart to your I am presence. And the steadiness of the flow is the same pulling of consciousness upon energies, literally drawing energy by will, by determination, that is centered in the Christ that is Christ. Together. O my constant, loving, I am presence, thou light of God above me, whose radiance forms a circle of fire before me to light my way. I am faithfully calling to thee to place a great pillar of light from my own mighty I am God presence all around me right now today. Keep it intact through every passing moment, manifesting as a shimmering shower of God's beautiful light, through which nothing human can ever pass. Into this beautiful electric circle of divinely charged energy, direct the swift upsurge of the violet fire of freedom's forgiving, transmuting flame. Cause the ever-expanding energy of this flame, projected downward into the force field of my human energies, to completely change every negative condition into the positive polarity of my own great God self. Let the magic of its mercy so purify my world with light, that all of my contacts shall always be blessed with the fragrance of violets from God's own heart, in memory of the blessed dawning day, when all discord, cause, effect, record, and memory is forever changed into the victory of light and the peace of the ascended Jesus Christ. I am now constantly accepting the full power and manifestation of this fiat of light, and calling it into instantaneous action by my own God-given free will, and the power to accelerate without limit the sacred release of assistance from God's own heart, until all men are ascended and God free in the light that never, never, never fails. Now maximize the release of the tube of light by visualizing the intense action of this tube, this force field surrounding you. Examine it with the inner eye and reinforce it See it as the dazzling white light, like the filament in the center of a light bulb, piercing, dazzling white fire, smooth, cylindrical, surrounding you on every side. See it to the back. See it to your right and left. See it going deep into the earth, protecting the force field beneath you. See it before you. See it rising now to include the cord, the crystal cord back to the I Am Presence, the beloved mediator, the Christ self and the I Am Presence. See yourself standing where you are as the chart of your divine self. Now all of this concentration of consciousness in the heart can immediately precipitate the object of your desiring. Desire means deity siring, God giving birth in you, fulfilling the spirals of Alpha and Omega. Let the alchemy of our selection be according to the law. And the law, as Saint Germain has taught us, is to fill this giant tube of light, to saturate it with a violet flame. Now see the violet fire as a dot, the size of the head of a pin in your heart. Let your mind's eye concentrate to that head of that pin. See it as the beginning, the vortex of the violet flame. From the point of the head of the pin, give the mantra, I am a being of violet fire. Let us begin slowly. Do not take your eye from that head of the pin. And as you meditate on it, you will see the violet flame burst from its center and begin to weave in a clockwise direction. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Stop. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Stop. I am a being of violet Stop. Fire. There is the temptation when you begin to use the throat chakra to let your attention rise to the throat because your ear is hearing the words that come forth from the mouth. Although you are speaking, do not allow your attention in any way to rise to the throat chakra. Let the words flow almost automatically as your entire concentration is on that pin. Together. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Thank you. Please be seated. Remain centered in your heart, where you see now this beginning of the vortex of the violet flame. This fire is the ray descending from your own causal body. You have not invoked an ascended master, and therefore the response has been from your own Christ consciousness, your own I am presence, and from the band, the violet band of freedom of your causal body. Now you see what you, as your real self-contained, can manifest in this plane if you will. There are certain disciplines given in the retreats of the Violet Flame Masters at the home of Zadkiel and Holy Amethyst, and Saint Germain and the Great Divine Director and Mighty Arcturus in Victoria. Those who come into the retreats, the etheric temples, are given training in sustaining the force field of the violet flame within the aura, beginning as we have begun today. They are not allowed to give decrees from any other ray until they have sustained the violet flame in the aura. This may take 6 months or 6 years. But time and space are of no consequence in the etheric plane. It is the discipline of the hierarch and the measure of a soul's striving. Your attainment in this retreat will be commensurate with your will to attain. The wisdom of attainment that you acquire, and the level at which you intensify the devotion of love. Beginning within the heart, invoking the violet flame, we visualize the spiral of the flame going from the heart in a clockwise direction. This means if you placed a clock at this moment on your heart, you would look down and see the 12 at the top, the 6 at the bottom. And you would see from the center a fire going around this clock. Will you take your right hand and make this motion, as I am making it, around your heart so that you begin to feel the movement of energy in your heart going in a clockwise direction. Now the chakra of your hand, releasing light, tying into the chakra of your heart, there is an interaction here. Our endeavor in this decree session will be to get that energy of the heart of the violet flame expanded to the full capacity of the tube of light. You will find as the violet flame begins to go out further that it comes upon, as it were, the walls of the cave of consciousness. Solid rock of your own human consciousness, effluvia, recalcitrance, hardness of heart. It will take an intense determination, concentration, acceleration of that fire to press beyond, to consume. When you think about the intensity of energy flow, you think about a faucet, and the water is just coming out at a very weak flow. Then you open it wide and it is very intense. It can become so intense so as to knock over a little child. It is by your will, your mind's eye, your love, your saturation with wisdom that the violet flame will penetrate and accelerate. Whether it will be the dropping of water from a leaky faucet or an intense release of a Niagara Falls depends on what you do with consciousness as you invoke. Let us take 70.11 for this exercise. Now we will give the preamble All of the fire you have visualized in your heart becomes that focal point to make an arc to the same heart, the same torch, the same threefold flame, and every ascended master and cosmic being whom we are naming in the preamble. Together. In the name of the beloved, mighty, victorious presence of God, I am in me, and my very own beloved, holy Christ self, I call to beloved Alpha and Omega in the heart of God, in our great central sun, beloved Saint Germain, beloved Portia, beloved Archangel Zadkiel, beloved Holy Amethyst, beloved mighty Arcturus and Victoria, beloved Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy, beloved Aramesis and Diana, beloved Mother Mary, beloved Jesus, beloved Omritas, ruler of the violet planet, and beloved great karmic board, beloved Lanello, the entire spirit of the great white brotherhood and the world mother, to expand the violet flame within my heart, purify my four lower bodies, transmute all misqualified energy I have ever imposed upon life, and blaze mercy's healing ray throughout the earth, the elementals, and all mankind, and answer this my call infinitely, presently, and forever. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am God's sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am God's sacred power freeing everyone. Take your right hand and make the motion over your heart. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am God's sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like the sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. I am the violet fl I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. Place your hands in the meditative posture. Now concentrate on visualizing the violet flame becoming a giant ovoid of light, filling your entire aura, your tube of light, throughout the force fields of mater. And the sense you will have is of another dimension of energy, penetrating through and around, above and below, the force field which you are. No longer the sense of it being blocked, but it coexisting with all force fields within you, surrounding every atom and molecule, working from without to the within, from the within to the without, so that the Holy Spirit actually is superimposing within and through and around every particle energy which you are, this vapory, cloud-like, intense, violet flame force field. I am the violet flame in Akademina, I am the violet flame in light of Oneva, I am the violet flame in mighty Gavabar, I am the light of shining every hour, I am the violet flame, blazing lighter than I am the liquor bar, meeting everyone. I am the violet flame in Akademina, I am the violet flame in light of Oneva, I am the violet flame in mighty Gavabar, I am the light of shining every hour, I am the violet flame, blazing lighter than I am the liquor bar, meeting everyone. I am the violet flame in Akademina, I am the violet flame in light of Oneva, I am the violet flame in mighty Gavabar, I am the light of shining every hour, violet flame, blazing lighter than I am the liquor bar, meeting everyone. I am the violet flame in Akademina, I am the violet flame in light of Oneva, I am the violet flame in mighty Gavabar, I am the light of shining every hour. Take a deep breath. You must always use the point of the pelvic bone as the beginning of the drawing of the breath. The sinews of the mind, the muscles of the mind pulling breath from that point through the nose. Begin. Hold. Release. Hold. Breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart and fold them. This concludes our discourse for this morning. Thank you.